KC picked up that 5-wicket haul on his own national holiday, Valentine's Day. Just being a little bit errant at points, and you have to remember just how good this Scottish side is. I know they're missing a few players as well, the likes of Brad Wheel, Josh Davey, Michael Jones, all not here, but you don't get many better associate players than Kyle Coates and George Munsey. And with the catchers having come out now, Slip is out of place, just the gully. Nepal need to just drag things back as early as the second over.
Look at that length. That was a very good length by Karan Casey. A very good comeback ball for him. And talk about the last shot that Kyle Coates played for a boundary. It was a very beautiful cover drive. The body was so balanced. The body was not falling. That is why he got the gap between short extra and cover point. Still a packed offside field for Karan Casey. Yet another shot, beautifully piercing that gap to the sweeper boundary for 4 runs. What a way to start the second over. 3 boundaries of this over. Scotland 15 for no loss. So a very good over, the last over from Karan Casey. 12 runs of it, 3 boundaries. Very good shots, all the 3 of them. The second one was the best for me. Sompal Kami now with the 3rd over.
George Munsey yet to get off the mark, as Coates has been doing the weight of the work. He had that life. If you're just joining us, maybe switching on your televisions, you'll know that there was a drop catch off the very first ball, a reasonably easy one as well. I have to say, though, Paresh, I think Kyle Coates deserved that little bit of luck, because yesterday he got what can only be described as an unlucky decision given out for a 3rd ball duck. He could have been gone for 2 ducks in 2 days. Instead, he survives, and he looks absolutely focused on making sure he cashes in on that life. And for Nepal, did just talk about those few nerves that were floating around the camp this morning. It just felt like a different day. All the other days, they kind of were flying around the ground with big smiles on their faces and completely at ease. I suspect it's the amount of coverage we've seen the Prime Minister pass on his good wishes and his tweeting for national team success. As Munsey goes down the ground, really good diving stop. I think only Dipender Singh Airi would have got to that. He saved 3 runs. World-class fielding from the 3-dimensional cricketer.
Yes, that was world-class. Dipender Singh Airi, live wire in the field like a cheetah who pounces on his prey. A very good diving effort by Dipender Singh Airi. Saved 3 runs for his team. Look at this dive, a full-length dive with his right hand. And I think this is where the length matters, because Sompal Kami was bowling back of the length. Very quick deliveries to the left-hander. And this one a bit up. That is why Munsey was able to drive the ball. Now Kyle Coates on strike. He must be wondering. He must have that drop catch back of his mind. Even Sompal Kami.
I tell you, George Munsey has absolutely smashed that ball towards mid-on. Nicely driven. Looks very good today. Kyle Coates are playing with a straight bat. But Dipender Singh Airi was up to the task. An outstanding fielder. I think he's one of the best, not just in associate cricket, one of the best in the world game. He's just so quick. Very hard to explain if you don't see it live with your own eyes. Low centre of gravity helps him as well, but he's incredibly quick across the ground. And speaking of seeing the players live, if you are coming on down, make sure to get your tickets now on the MyPay app in advance. We're expecting close to a full house. You can guarantee your place here on the grass banks by buying those tickets now on that MyPay app.
The difference between Sompal Kami and Karan Casey's bowling is Sompal Kami is bowling back of the length towards the batsman into the body. That is very effective with the new ball. Whereas Karan Casey is varying his length and varying his line as well. He's trying to swing the ball. That is why he's pitching it up. There's no swing, a little bit of shape in the air. He has to get the length back a bit.
Nice length. He's very skiddy, isn't he, through the air. He's also been very economical with the new ball, Cammy. 3 overs gone. It's a good over, just one off it, thanks to Dipender Singh Ari's stop. It's 16 for none.
Kyle Quatsa on 15 of 11, and George Munsey 1 of 7. And Karan Casey, I think he's that kind of a bowler who hits the deck hard, back of the length, into the body of the batsman. That is what he should do. In the meanwhile, Sompal Kami, he's a swing bowler. They are doing different rules. The role that Sompal Kami should be doing is being done by Karan Casey, and the role that Karan Casey should do is being done by Sompal Kami.
Inside edge. The crowd just starting to filter in through the entrance gate and starting to build up the atmosphere. Much better length from Karan Casey. You have to remember, Munsey is known as a devastating hitter of the ball, but if you're going to get him out, you'll get him early. That's the time to go at him. Last thing you want is Munsey going after Nepal spinners with all of those sweeps and ramps and scoops that he can play. You can see there, that's a good line and also good movement into the left-hander. Gorgeous stroke. Never seen George Munsey play better, and that is as good a shot as you'll see. The on-drive, again over pitch by Casey, yes, but that is a shot of the highest quality, smashed down the ground.
Yes, it's very pleasing to the eyes to see such a shot straight down the ground. The on-drive. Yeah, like I said, Karan Casey, he needs to hit the back of the length. This was a bit fuller. Now, they should do their homework as what batsman's strength is and the weakness. Look at that, that's a broken bat. The handle is gone.
He'll be disappointed with that, won't he? Such was the quality with which he struck that ball. He's done some damage, and as he tested out the handle, that tends to be where you do the damage to those bats. And the Grey Nichols is going to have to go into the wood fire, sadly, and out comes a replacement. I'm sure the good folk at Grey Nichols will be quick to supply Big George Munsey with a few more.
Yes, after playing that shot, he was just checking the handle of the bat, and it was moving around the bat in 2 pieces with a great shot down the ground.
If you're wondering how strong George Munsey is, of that on drive. Munsey's known generally as a power hitter, man who's devastating against the spinners. And he's a full 360-degree player. He can hit the ball to any part of a cricket oval.
Yes, that was a very good comeback ball by Karan Casey in the good length. You should bowl good length, back of the length, hit the deck hard, not fuller deliveries. This was another good one. Yeah, I think Karan Casey learning here. He should recognize the batsman's strength and not bowl at those lengths, like what Sompal Kami did, back of the length, tied the left-hander into the body, coming round the wicket, mind you, changing his angle.